London Borough of Camden are looking to work with care agencies who can deliver reablement. Not every tender is ideal for your business. Market engagement events help you to influence the council. On this tender, they are looking to establish a network of care agencies across the locality of Camden to deliver the services of reablement. So again, if you are based in London, this may be an ideal opportunity for you. But even if you're not based in London, it may still be an ideal opportunity for you or one to consider for your agency going forward. For those not familiar with reablement, or you'd like to understand exactly what this service entails, commonly reablement is where you're working with individuals who have been hospitalized for a period of time. Now, during that period, they may have lost some or a significant part of their independence, potentially, for example, skills that they used to be able to do at an optimal level, but due to that illness again or that sickness, they can no longer do quite as well or quite as effectively. In this case, the service that would be required from you as the agency providing reablement is a short-term intensive care and support for that individual, with the main essence or the main purpose to help them regain their independence, regain that confidence again, regain those skills again to be able to be independent fully on their own. So this isn't just your average helping them with day-to-day tasks. It is, again, like I said, typically short-term focus, maybe 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or maybe even shorter. So if your agency can provide these services, or maybe you've already been providing these services and you've got experience doing so, you then need to understand what the criteria is. So let's get into it. First of all, your agency will need to be registered with CQC. So that's a Care Quality Commission, and that registration needs to cover personal care. So because you will be delivering personal care to these individuals as well. Secondly, also along the lines of CQC, you need to have a rating of at least good. So your agency should ideally have been inspected by CQC, and the outcome of that inspection should be at least good or outstanding. But most importantly, you should not have been rated and been given the rating of inadequate anytime within the past 2 years. Otherwise, that would also disqualify you. Thirdly, also on the lines of CQC, you need a CQC registered location in Camden or its surrounding areas. So think about the registration itself. Also, that registration on that location that is also rated good also needs to be within Camden. So this shows and tells us that there's a huge emphasis or a particular emphasis on locality. So agencies within the locality, agencies that have good or demonstrable locality knowledge, because at a bare minimum, your agency needs to be rated, inspected, have a location all within Camden or its surrounding areas. This is also important because the lots here on this tender vary based on the locality of Camden. So there are 3 lots. Now, lot 1 focuses on delivery in the northwest region of Camden. So ideally, maybe you're an agency that is based or familiar within the area of Camden that is the northwest region. That might be an advantage for you. Or you might want to go for lot 2. That's the northeast region of Camden and its various towns within that area. Or lot 3, that is the south region of Camden. Bear in mind that they're only going to take 1 provider per lot, so a single main lead provider within each lot. Now, when it comes to being a lead provider within a locality, you need to have an understanding of what the technical requirements are as well. Now, on this one, there are 3 main expectations here. Firstly, you need to have at least delivered contracts in the past, similar contracts for at least 2 years. Secondly, your agency needs to have supported at least 300 people per year with reablement. Thirdly, you should ideally have experience delivering at least 15,000 hours worth of care and support per year as well. But again, this is just the basis. If you have more than this or different versions or equivalent of this, always ensure you build on it or include it in your bid as well. But these are the bare minimum. The economic and financial standing is an integral part of almost every tender, because this is how the government or the buyer will see how financially stable and sustainable that your agency is. Now, on this tender specifically, London Borough of Camden are also going to utilize and conduct financial checks. The methods that they will use has been stated here in the criteria. So, number one, they're going to conduct a credit check against your company using Credit Safe. So a third-party tool that you can also use to run the same thing. However, the score of your credit check for your agency needs to be at least 50. So you want to be over 50 because it's also going to contribute in your evaluation or the evaluation of your agency's financial health. Secondly, your agency's annual project value needs to be at least the same as the contract value on the tender or above. If you don't meet this requirement, they will also allow you to utilize other forms of financial documentations to demonstrate that your agency meets the threshold. For example, you can utilize a parent company as a guarantee. Policies, another area that some agencies tend to overlook that subsequently cost them a place on tenders, frameworks, or contracts. On this tender, we need to ensure that we have tailored, sound, good policies. Now, these policies should cover health and safety, safeguarding, anti-racism, confidentiality, data management, the list goes on. Point being, make sure your policies are ready. You also need to ensure that your agency has the appropriate insurance coverage to be successful on this tender. Now, this is the employer's liability insurance, which needs to cover at least 5 million. You also need the public liability insurance, which needs to cover 10 million. And then you need to have the professional indemnity cover for at least 2 million. So whilst this isn't a holistic full list of the various requirements, the various criteria, the expectations of the council on this tender, this should give you and your agency an idea if this is a bid or a no bid, or if this disqualifies your agency or qualifies your agency. If it does qualify your agency, ensure you go through the remaining requirements by analyzing in detail the tender files. Click the link in the description to see the various files, go through them, analyze them, and this will impact on how you demonstrate your experience and your knowledge and how you respond to the questions as well to make sure you win the bid. Because technical writing is also just as important as your delivery of the service itself. If you're an agency that doesn't provide reablement, maybe you provide different types of care services, let me know in the comment and I'll do a different video about that particular service. Maybe also let me know what area and I can do a video about a tender in that area too. Other than that, like, share, turn the alerts on because more of these types of videos are coming up and you don't want to miss any tender that your business can actually bid for.